edgy situation. Both teams are doing very well at this point. Pretty even in kills.
So when you throw down another ward topside, I now have my Banshee's Veil. You can see the bubble around me. Throw down another ward over there just so I can see as much as I can topside before pushing a little bit. I don't really want to have any gank situation happen, especially when we have Moot around who has no defense whatsoever.
Yeah, map control is very important, especially in late game, because in late game everyone's got maximum damage and they're more prone to gank you if you're alone. So if you throw wards down, you'll be able to see them coming earlier. That's
So
why
now I
Teemo is so
believe you
great.
see the pings there. We're going to Dragons up. We need to check that and get that as fast as possible. We see Irelia and Warwick bottom, and I believe Annie too, so we know we're covered. We don't really need to worry, especially with the kind of damage output we have right now. We can take it down really fast.
There goes Dragon.
Thank you, Olaf.
Yes. Running up, they're going to check Dragon.
So we see Irelia, and then I get ready to fight her. I have poison already coming out.
Threw it right in the bush.
We see all three of them coming in. Olaf used his ulta, so he cannot be disabled. He ends up going down, but so does Warwick. I'm trying to get to Irelia to make sure he does not get a hold of Moot. We get her, and now I go straight for Annie. Thankfully, I have that. I can slow her down,
and
make sure she's poisoned, and then she's sunk.
Shields just keep his health at full.
So we ended up losing Olaf, but we definitely won that battle, because while they were all focusing Olaf, Moot and I were just dealing as much damage as we possibly could.
Notice how in the last battle I shot a laser into all three of them, because laser doesn't lose damage as it hits more characters, so you want to hit as many people with it as you possibly can, and when they're all grouped up in the jungle, you can do massive damage to everyone if you shoot a laser down the middle of a little jungle. Narrow.
So right here you can see a quick item build. I know that's not very long. I'm pushing tower to make sure we get that killed. Their minions are actually hitting our bottom tower right now, but we're more worried about getting inhibitor. I see Olaf is going to come in a couple seconds, so I know they're almost in, but we got the first inhibitor, so we're good.
I actually checked using the O button to see how fast they were going to get in right there.
So now I was trying to decide if I should run for red or if I should get top. I decided I wanted to check the top and see if I could jungle up that way. Partially just so I could get the buffs, which helped me a little bit, but more importantly to make sure that their team didn't get them.
Olaf getting some more gold. He has his Banshee's Veil. I think he's had it for a little while now.
And especially after those last couple kills and the jungling that I've been doing now, I should have plenty of gold. You see Olaf got his Banshee's Veil and now he's getting armor. He's really building tanky. Not as much damage as possible, but tank is what's needed in this case, especially since they've been focusing him. Annie now has her Void Staff for the magic penetration, so she's going to be hitting right through our Banshee's Veils and my Forces of Nature, etc. Because she knows we're building so tanky, she's got to get through it.
I also grabbed a Void Staff because Irelia had quite a bit of magic resistance, and I want to be able to deal as much damage to her as possible. And Warwick, both of them, it's very important to be able to hit through all those defenses, especially when one of your most powerful moves is just a single shot laser. You kind of need as much damage, burst damage as possible, maximize it. I'm gonna go take red. Warwick sees us as we go in. I'm dealing constant damage to red. Kind of want to let Olaf grab it though. Checking right there, make sure that Warwick's not going to come in and try to steal. Very important.
See Annie top side, and we note that we still need to take out bottom tower, so we decided to get some minion kills here. This is another time when we need to be especially careful because we got a couple different ways they could be coming in. You see Moot checking with his light right there. We want to make sure he stays alive, so we try and cover him as much as possible. I believe I fling her out of the way to get her away.
But Warwick
see Ignite go down on her. Warwick is still going straight after Moot. He jukes in the bush. I believe one of their Ignites finished the job. However, we have enough damage to flatten Warwick now.
You got those two, so...
Without Annie, who is one of their main damage characters, they were really in trouble.
I took mostly A combination of
Magic.
magic and physical damage, but a lot of magic damage at this point. Even though Annie wasn't even the fight, I took a lot of magic damage.
You see Tibbers go down and Olaf running for his life. I almost took out tower, thought I hit it, went back in, did the last damage, and then started running.
Toss that bear out of the way. Dead weight.
I know I have enough magic resistance and life regain to hold out for a little while, even with her void staff and her targeting me. So I finished the tower to get us gold. I see minions are going to push topside, so I'm pretty happy with that. I think I go back to base here, but now we have minions pushing both top and bottom. They're really in trouble.
Teleporting. Olaf is not on 0 life.
You see he bought a chain link vest, I believe is it called. They're 700 gold, give you some armor, so he's getting even more armor there.
Destroying, getting more gold. And then we're going to push bottom. I'm going to take the camp near our bottom tower first from extra gold, because I'm trying to get Hourglass at this point.
And you see Moot's on my build right now. I also have Abyssal Scepter to reduce their magic resistance, give my poison and my fling a little bit of extra damage, and give me more magic resistance, because that seems to be most of what they're dealing.
Yeah, lots of magic, even without Annie, which is important to note because Warwick and Irelia do both physical and magic damage, not just physical.
So I would definitely say at this point that it was a utter mistake to have bought Thornmail. That Sunfire Cape would have been a much better idea for more health and more armor, but also more damage per second. The 40 magic damage per second really helps.
Took down Dragon, and then running for the other camps, checking. Some of them are gone. Been taken out already.
I want to make sure Warwick gets, or not Warwick, that Olaf gets that. Unfortunately, I think I end up nabbing it.
Irelia and Warwick
see them coming towards our tower. Unfortunately, there's not much we can do.
We spent too much time up there, but we quickly run bottom, trying to make sure they don't get any giant push. Doesn't look like they're going to get it.
Unfortunately, there's not really much hope of us catching up to them as well. The range for Mega Adhesive is a lot smaller than I would like. Can't throw it very far. We see Olaf is way up there, but we don't really have much to push with.
Yeah, it was a little bit slow for a gank. He would have had to move faster. He would have to have gone around sooner.
Very quickly clean out all their minions. We're hoping to get some tower hits in. However, they know this and are coming down to defend.
Watch this. Just watch this move right there. Okay, we both move back out of the range of vision, which makes them move top because they see Singed up top. Now Olaf comes back with me, and then we push their tower after I check it. That way we won't have any resistance and we'll both be able to grab inhibitors.
So they both know they can nab that, they can hit that as hard as they can, while I ran and hit the inhibitor a little bit. Now that they saw, oh, they're hitting bottom inhibitor, they all ran bottom but Warwick, and eventually Irelia comes back towards me too. But that's enough for me to just have a heyday because I'm so fast they can't really even keep up with me. I really don't have full life, but I don't have that low life either.
Take out Annie with a combination of laser and Olaf's axes, and we get spawn super minions. Running in Singed Poison is not recommended.
So then I get top inhibitor, even though Irelia is coming for me right now, and I'm very low on life. I don't think the camera looks at me because I get away. I'm regaining enough life that it's not that big of a deal. See Irelia really, really, really low, and then finally go down with Ignite. So now there's only Warwick alive. We know we can push last tower.
Try to scare him away with a laser, but he still moves forward. I'm just going to attack tower, and ooh, I actually hit.
Get the stun get the fling, poison. I believe Olaf lived through that, so turret goes down, they're all dead, and that's going to be GG.
Yep, that's GG. Hey, side of the Nexus, you don't see that very often. And GG.
Alright, so that was a ranked game we recently played. I believe that was your first ranked game.
Yes, that was my first ranked game as Lux. First ranked game ever. Here are the stats.
The ending stats.
Thanks for watching, guys. Hope to do more in the future.
Okay, so we figured we better add in a little bit more so you can see kind of the end of the game stuff here. It was a 47-minute long game, which was a pretty long game for 3v3. You can also see their build order, which explains a little bit more why we did what we did. You see Irelia going really tons of attack speed, and also Warwick with a decent amount of attack speed, which is why those Thornmails did come in, even if they weren't the best item.
Yeah, they weren't necessarily the best at it, but they were helpful nonetheless. A lot of magic damage from Annie and myself.
Also, looking at minion kills, you see I had a ridiculous number compared to everyone else, and that's just because I play Singed.
As for my minion kills, I went 151, which is pretty good with Lux, but not the best. I could have last hit a little bit better.
And you see Chicken was actually pretty low, just barely over 100 there. And then he's saying, so bad. He is still getting used to Olaf, but it ended up working out. He did all right, built really defensively, and did the damage we needed. So
I was around par with the minion kills of the rest of their team.
that holds up. Yep.
That's for our post-game analysis right there.
Thank you for watching, guys. This is Deej and Moot here for Ace Gaming.
Please comment and subscribe if you want to see more.